All right, let's get straight to it. And I don't suppose it's going to be a huge surprise today, Peter.
No, I don't think so. But let's take a look at the number of the day, and it is 2.5%. And of course, you sort of alluded to it in our headline set just now. But what is interesting, and I was just looking up the statistics now, fellow BRICS nation Brazil is also expected to grow by 2.5% their economy next year. And Singapore, their economy is supposed to end this year at 2.5%. It's unlikely ours will end there.
Yeah, I guess that's a point.
But it is something to share with these other countries for 5 seconds. So 2.5% is the number of the day, which of course is our economic growth for the second quarter of the year, the months from April to June. And this number means that we've emerged out of the technical recession that we found ourselves in. The economy contracted in the last quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year, and so this economic growth figure here, 2.5%, is welcome relief and better than expected actually. 2.5% growth quarter on quarter, and the year-on-year growth for the quarter was 1.1%. But the million-dollar question is it enough? And I'm afraid the answer is emphatically no, because growth for this year as a whole may not exceed much more than 0.5%. The population is growing much faster than that, unfortunately for us, which means that by the end of the year, generally, we'll all be poorer as a nation. Unemployment soars at nearly 28%, and that's not even looking at those who've given up looking for work. We don't even measure those in the 28%. More than half of the population lives below the upper poverty line. So even though today's figure, 2.5%, is better than expected, joblessness and inequality will remain stubbornly high unless growth picks up. So that's our figure of the day. Good news, because at least we're moving in the right direction. Sustainability will be the issue. So the country has lifted itself out of recession, and after contracting in the 2 previous quarters, the economy did show some growth in April to June, as we've just said, by this figure of 2.5%. Now, analysts have welcomed the latest figures, and the finance minister as well, by the statistics at South Africa, but they do remain unconvinced about its sustainability. Let's find out why.